Hey everyone, this is Lauren Robertson with Speaker Superstar, coming to you from a not very sunny day in Glasgow. As you can see, we have the shipyards here in the background, so please forgive any unusual noises. And today I'm here talking to you about 7 amazing strategies to dramatically increase your post-talk sales. Speaking is one of the best ways to make sales in your business, whether you are a coach or a service provider, or you have a course to sell, or even if you have a product to sell. Speaking really reaches people. When you're in the room with people, you have a chance to connect with them. They're in their highest, most positive emotional state. You've really built that know, like and trust factor, and it's a great opportunity to make some customer provider relationships. And so, you know, when you're up on stage and you're sharing your content, you're delivering immense value, you are really connecting with your audience, you're entertaining them, you know their problems, you've got the solution, you should be experiencing, when you get off that stage, a swarm of people, a swarm of your ideal clients wanting to come and work with you and sign up for what you have to offer. And if you're not having that experience as a speaker, then something has gone a little bit wrong. So if you would like to dramatically increase your post-talk sales as a speaker, then I'm going to give you 7 strategies to do that right now, right here. So please keep on watching. So strategy number 1 is to speak to a more targeted audience. As a speaker, it can be very tempting to turn up and speak at any opportunity that anyone creates for us. You know, we love the experience of speaking so much. We love being on stage. We love sharing our knowledge. That probably a lot of the time, maybe sometimes, we're taking speaking opportunities that are less than ideal for our sales. So what is an ideal speaking opportunity in terms of sales? Well, it's an audience that is populated densely by your ideal clients. So if you go to a speaking opportunity where only about 10% of your audience are ideal clients, then you're going to struggle to make a lot of sales unless you have a massive audience. Whereas if you speak at an event where 100% of your audience are your ideal clients, then you have a great chance at making a lot of sales. So really think about who your ideal audience, your ideal clients are, and really look at the speaking opportunities that are seeking you out and the speaking opportunities that you are seeking out, and be a little bit stricter about speaking at opportunities that are aligned and that are likely to have a high proportion of your ideal clients amongst the audience. Strategy number 2 is to do more market research. If you find that you are speaking and you're speaking to an ideal audience, and yet you're getting to the end of your talk and the end of your pitch and people aren't rushing to buy from you, then it means that you haven't touched on that one thing, that one yes that your audience are feeling or experiencing. Whenever that happens to me, and it has happened to me in the past, I always go back to market research. I always go back to getting my finger on the pulse of what my clients really want and need from me. Their wants and needs are always changing as they're growing in their businesses and as technology's changing and they're coming up with new ideas. And it's up to me to really speak to what those wants and needs and desires are. Market research has been the one thing that has taken my business completely to the next level. Within 1 week, I 10x'd my income because I got into the mode of market research where I wasn't just trying to sell. I was actually trying to ask the right questions to the right people and listen. The reason why doing this is so powerful is because your ideal clients will say things to you when you ask them the right questions that you could never possibly make up on your own. They will give you great ideas that will eventually make it into your talks and your marketing material, and ultimately it will be presenting those great ideas back to them and showing them how you can solve the problem that they themselves said they had that will ultimately boost your sales. My recommendation is to get on the phone with at least 20 of your ideal clients, ideal prospects, ideal audience members, and ask them the right questions and listen to what they have to say. Strategy number 3, if you want to dramatically increase your post-talk sales, is that you need to get really good, you need to get amazing at being able to describe in colourful detail the pain points and the pleasure points of your ideal client. And this ties in with point number 2. So once you've done your market research, then you want to really sit and think about what your clients had to say. And you want to think about how to paint the most compelling story about their struggles and their pain points and the ultimate goal or outcome or pleasure point that you can help them accomplish. Too many speakers get stuck describing the features of their program. And listen, I don't mean to be harsh, but nobody actually cares about the features of your program, how many calls there are or PDFs or anything like that. They care about their dreams and their desires and the things that are keeping them awake at night. And the better you can get at describing those things, the more your sales are going to go up at the end of your talk. So get good at really weaving the story, weaving the picture, and definitely weaving in the emotions of your client's struggle and the transformation that's on offer, and you are going to notice a dramatic rise in your post-talk sales. Strategy number 4 is to deliver immense value during your talk. A lot of times I hear speakers, when they come to me for coaching, they say, I don't want to give everything away up front in a free talk or, a talk that they haven't been paid very much for, because then people won't want to work with me further if I've given everything away. That is absolutely not true, and nothing could be further from the truth. If you don't show your clients what you can do and really impress and amaze them right up front in your talk, then you better believe that there's somebody else who does what you do right at your back, who is willing to show what they can do and to give generously of their knowledge. When you give generously of your knowledge, it sets up the urge of reciprocity, meaning that if your audience have taken a lot from your talk and you've given very generously, not only does it make you look and seem very confident and that you don't need the sale, but it also sets up the urge within your clients to give something back to you. So if your audience have got a lot from your talk, they will want to give something back to you. What does that mean? Working with you further. So please don't be afraid to put 1 or 2 of your juiciest nuggets, your most transformational pieces of knowledge right up front in your talk. If you do, and you give great value, you will notice your post-talk sales going up. Strategy number 5 is to include some extremely juicy and tantalizing bonuses. Many of my clients tell me that the reason they signed up for my Speaker Superstar program or to work with me privately was because of the bonuses that I offer. And I have a little bit of a system for offering bonuses. The first bonus that I offer is something that instantly solves a big problem that my audience members have. The second bonus is more access to me. And then the third bonus, because Speaker Superstar is very much about luxury and travel and enthusiasm and excitement, is usually something beautiful and glamorous and aspirational. And by including these 3 different styles of bonuses, it reaches different people at different points in their journey and with what their particular needs are. As a bonus, I usually also offer a special in-room offer where they can pay, a lesser price for being a fast action taker, or I will include an even more amazing bonus that's very limited in number and is only for people that sign up there and then. You want to reward your audience members for taking fast action. So do not underestimate the power of bonuses. Get creative, get excited, and offer something ultimately that would make you say yes and sign up. Strategy number 6 is to handle your clients' objections before they arise. When your audience are trying to accomplish something wonderful in their life, when they're trying to create success, they're coming to hear your talk with all of these worries and problems and blocks and things that have stopped them from achieving success so far. But unfortunately, even if you are offering through your products and services the answer to their problems, the mind does a funny thing where the same blocks that have stopped them achieving success will also stop them from saying yes to you and signing up for your programs. And often this is a well-worn excuse, a well-worn block, so much so that it's just an instinct to your client to say no because of time or money, or they're not sure it will work for them, or whatever their usual objection is. And so your job is to help their mind reach for a new answer, to help them to not default to the excuse that they usually make to keep themselves out of the game and keep themselves stuck. So if you state and you handle the objection that your audience would usually make to working with you, then you force their mind to look elsewhere, to look for a new answer, to look for a new path and direction. And if it's a good fit and a good match and they believe that you're the right person to help them, then that new direction will be to say yes to working with you. And you will notice, if you do this well and you do it consistently, that your post-talk sales go up. And finally, strategy number 7 to increase your post-talk sales is to ask your audience's permission to make an offer. When we move into the selling part or the pitching part of our talk, quite often we can shift in how we feel as a speaker. We can start to feel a little bit yucky and icky and weird about selling, and your audience can definitely pick that up. It is like a shark smelling blood in the water. And so the best part for you as the speaker about asking permission is you prevent that jarring move from here's me educating you and giving you value into here's me trying to sell you something. And then for the audience, the good part of you asking permission is that you're showing them respect and you are getting what's known as their buy-in. So they're already saying yes to inviting you to share your product and your service and your offer by saying yes when you ask their permission. And when they give you that initial yes, that is a really good indication that you've delivered value, that you have impressed them, that you've set up all the right conditions. And get this, they're probably thinking, how do I work with you? How do I take this to the next level? How do we keep this conversation going after today? And so when you ask permission, what I want you to think about is, of course, they want to hear what you have to say and what your offer is and how to work with you further. Because you followed the rest of the tips in this video and you have done a stellar job in showing them the value that you have to offer. So ask their permission. Usually I say, ladies, because mostly I work with women, ladies, I would love to show you how such and such and I, whoever my testimonial is or my client, I'll say, I'd love to show you how such and such and I accomplished these results together. Would that be okay with you? And when they say yes, that's the permission I need to introduce them to Speaker Superstar or private coaching or whatever I'm offering on that particular day. So everyone, thank you so much. This has been Lauren Robertson with Speaker Superstar. I'd love to hear from you now in a comment. Which was your favourite tip out of the ones that we discussed today? What are you going to implement to dramatically increase your post-talk sales? If you enjoyed this video and you found it beneficial, please do like and subscribe to my YouTube, my Facebook, my LinkedIn, wherever you're seeing this video. And of course, I would love to continue the conversation with you as well. Please do sign up for my free signature talk template, in which I'm going to help you to create an amazing, inspirational, deep dive, value-laden talk that effortlessly sells your products and services without being at all salesy. You will find the link somewhere around here. It's yours free of charge, although it does have a $300 value, and I'm really excited to welcome you even more closely into my community. So thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to catching you next time. Bye!